Hi, I'm Marie Eldridge. We're in the Handi Quilter studio and I am going to show you this Swiss cheese ruler. You are going to love. This is a great ruler. I love it because of the size. I love because you can get into lots of different places with the ruler. It has a 1/4 inch, which we haven't had before. It has a 1 1/4 and a 3/4. So I'm just going to first show you some of the things that I've done with this ruler. So I have a sampler here, and first of all, you can see here's like a 3/4 and then just add a little in between there. And what I did was put the 1/4 in and then filled it in. So it kind of pounds that part down and then puffs this part up. So always, you know, I like to have 2 channels in between. So here's these with just the little separation. Now here's the 3/4 inch, and then I've just used the dark thread around the outside to accent that. And I love how that makes that circle pounce up, and you can see it just defines it so much. Then look at these. These are so cute. I love these little 1/4 inch circles. They just are, they're just sweet. They're just sweet. They're just so cute. And I've used those to accent this corner, which once again, I just used this, the 1/4 or the 3/4 inch to make the center of my flower and get it round. And then I just accented that. And then you can see the difference of the outside without the dark thread and the outside with the thread. So that's just a fun thing to see the difference of the dark threads on this fabric. The next thing are, look at these on an angle. Anytime you put anything on an angle, it adds interest. So you can just put these little circles and fill them in all places all over your quilt. The other thing I've done here is this is just a triangle, and I've just tried to show some of the ways that I would use this. So here's like some flower petals. Here's using just the little circles in there. Make sure you can see those, so you can see the little circles, and then you can see the big circles, and you can see it's filled in around. The other thing is just doing pebbles, and sometimes I like to add one from a ruler so that that one kind of draws your eye and you know that one is really round, and then I can put my others around it. So the other thing is just, this is like a background fill, and you can see a couple of little tiny ones that just give a little relief. And finally, you know, a curve is always nice. So when you put them in this circle, and we'll kind of talk about how to line those up so that you get them right inside the line. And last of all, here's the ones that you're just going to do a chain, and you can change up the size so it gives a different look. So there's with the small ones in between, and then here's some that have the lines inside and a swirl inside, and I'm going to demonstrate those for you. So we'll just put this over here, bring in the machine. And you can see I have the Surefoot on. That makes a difference when you're using rulers, and especially when I'm using the round rulers. I like to get my thread locked first, and I'm going to use the very biggest one just because it's easiest to see what I'm doing. So you can see I just dropped that over my foot, and you have to have your needle up to be able to get that on there. And just kind of put your foot right where that is, kind of center it. And it's really different with the circle when you're taking some out of the inside. It makes it so much different in your size because it takes like a 1/2 inch off the whole circle. So I have that on. I also have the ruler grip on this because when I'm doing circles, I really like that to be hold it down for me. So we're gonna just do the first one, and I will just hold that down, and I'm going to go around and then halfway again and stop. And then I like to do this with the needle down so that it'll end with the needle down, and then I can just slide my ruler over, And again, I can just see that I have that same amount of space inside. And also you have some little tick marks on here, and you can have those go straight forward. So I'll just go around again. And halfway. Okay, so now what I want to do is demonstrate how to do we'll just do some designs inside of the circle. So we'll go around. All right, now this time I'm just going to swirl inside. And you can do as much swirl as you want to. You just want to end over on this side. And then you can move it over. So if you put a swirl in every other one, it ends up so that it pounds down the quilting or the fabric on one side, and then it leaves the other one puffed up. So we'll just do one more of these, and I'll show you another. Okay, this time I'm going to leave my ruler in place, but I'm just going to go down till I hit my ruler, go over a couple of stitches. So I'm just making straight lines inside of there, and it just gives it a different kind of a different texture to it. So this one is the circle, and it pounds it down. You can see this one is puffed up, and this one is kind of down, and this one is with the straight lines. And you can do those a lot closer together or not so close. But I'm going to show you some quilts that I've used these on in different ways that I've used this ruler on some quilts. And there are so many ways to use this ruler. I think you're really going to like it. So notice the center of the flower petal. And then also the center of the flower. So here are the 3/4 inch circles used on an angle. And then you can also see if you use the circles on an accented triangle. Put your feather inside. You are going to love this ruler. Notice on this quilt you have the large circles, small circles, the large circle filled in. And also on a polka dot, you can use it to accent that center circle and then just echo out.